Alright guys, let's talk about the next project up here in the shop. This is an 83 D150. A D150, you say? Well, technically yes, and it's been sat on a W150, a 1980s W150 chassis, from what I've been told. This is what I traded the 42 Dodge pickup for. Just as a little recap, because I don't remember if I've made a video on this yet. For a Wisconsin truck, it's in real good condition, actually. It is definitely not complete. So that is why phase one of this project is to get it running, because I made that trade back in July, and I haven't even heard this engine run yet. This carburetor came off another truck I'm going to show you in a second here. This distributor came off of that Ram Charger we parted out, and some of these other parts that are sitting up here came off that Ram Charger also. I was gonna get it running with this thermoquad on here, because this is supposedly like a brand new thermoquad, and I was just gonna get it running with this just to see if what the condition of this carburetor was before I sold it, because I do have an Edelbrock sitting up here, 600 CFM, waiting to go on there, and I couldn't put that one on right away because I was waiting for some parts. Well, it's kind of taken me a while to get this done. The part I needed to make this work is here. So we're going to pull that off, and we're just going to go straight for the Edelbrock. You know, that this carburetor looks in clean enough condition. I'm confident it probably is newish, and it didn't have much runtime. It has sat because it has surface rust on it in places, and it's just an extra part that came with this other truck I'm going to show you. So phase one is just to get this on the road. I'd like to be able to daily drive this summer if possible. That is the goal. Now, the other truck, this is a 86 D150 also. And the reason why I bought this is because it has all the parts this truck is missing. And it also has some parts I didn't realize I was going to need at the time. Something I just recently figured out. Well, I knew this was all rotted out. This is why the windshield was missing from this truck. Someone had taken it out. And I don't remember if the guy I traded kept the windshield for another project he had, or if the guys that was starting to restore this truck lost or broke it or something. I don't remember what the story was at. But what I also found was, hopefully it picks up on camera, there's some bad rot going on up there. So I really don't have time to mess with that and still be able to drive this summer. So what I'm tentatively thinking is I'm going to take that truck from the cab forward and put it on this chassis just so I can run it. And I'll just put all this stuff in the corner for now, and I'll work on it when I have time. Because I really don't want to do a full rest on this truck. or at least not right now. I'm more interested in doing a resto on that Ram Charger. I just want this for something to drive around, have some fun in, do truck stuff. So we'll take all these parts, set them aside for now. And we can even start doing the body work and stuff and not take this truck out of commission. Now, if I decide, well, let's get back. Okay, phase one, get this truck running. And we'll get this truck out of here. We'll go put it over in the house garage till now. We'll bring this truck in, and we'll see how hard it's going to be. Well, I don't think it's going to be hard. It's going to be whether I can, how easy it will be to lift that cab. Like, we'll take the doors off and the bench seat out, obviously. But there's still going to be a good enough weight. I don't think my little tractor is going to be able to lift it too easily. I mean, I'd be surprised if it lifted it at all, to tell you the truth. Because I would have to say that cab would easily be, with like the dash and stuff in it, up around the limit of what this can do, which is about 700-800 pounds. So, I guess another option I have is this truck did come with a title. Even though it is just a two-wheeler, I'm just daily driving it. It has a 318 with a blown head on it, which I don't know if I really want to search out another head for a 318 when eventually I'm probably just going to send that 318 down the road. I could possibly pull the 360 out of this to put it in there, but then that makes this a dead truck, and I don't want that. I want to be able to move this truck around so I can use the full area of my shop when I want to, and be able to move projects in and out. So, even though that is an option to maybe get that truck running because it would be easier, so all I would really have to do is swap the heads. Like I said, I don't really want to go buy some 318 heads just for a short time and then, send that engine down the road type of deal. So, a lot of this phase two for this truck will be kind of very fluid. We'll have to see what we see when we get to that point. And it will kind of just stay in probably phase two, probably for quite a while till we get rolling on that Ram Charger ways, I guess. Well, I'm not guessing, I know. So I don't have time to do two concurrent, or the space really, to do two concurrent projects at the same time. That's why one of these projects either has to be able to be drivable or it's going to go down the road. One of the two. Because that was kind of like the whole idea why I got rid of that 42 is I was more interested in that Ram Charger. And I was just kind of sick of looking at that 42. Because when I was starting to put it back together, I realized that truck will never be what I wanted it to be. And that's when I kind of gave up. I succumbed to the idea of getting rid of it. But when that guy offered me the trade deal of this truck, and I've always wanted a halfway decent short body 80s pickup, and I couldn't just pass this up. And I think I was kind of looking at it through the lens like, oh, there's not really that much there to do. I could get that running real easy. But, I always fail to figure that time is always against me. I always have so much other things to do. And other money priorities, I guess you could also say too. It's a balancing act to have fun and do what you want, you know. I'm sure you guys all know that too. Um, this windshield also came out of that Ram Charger. I think down the road when if we ever do this truck up right, finish the restore job that someone started, I think we're not going to be using this windshield. We're going to use the windshield of that truck because that windshield is a lot nicer than this. This is all scratched up and it's succumbed to the vigors of time, I guess you could say. I think that truck spent most of his time sitting in a garage or barn. Because the parts of it that are nice, but the parts of it that are crappy are crappy. If you know what I'm saying. As you can see, it does have cyclones on there. That's one of the things I will be stealing. The back bumper. I need a back bumper for this truck. We have a back bumper right there. The tailgate for this truck is actually right there. I already took it off. It was locked up, and luckily Descent Garage had a good video on how to fix this, so that'll be another day project. I do have a bumper for this truck somewhere up in that pile of stuff up there, but the bumper on this truck over here is actually way nicer. So that bumper will be coming. And yeah, the drive line of that truck, there's really nothing driveway line wise on there that I would want. It's got the 8 1/4 axle. It's got not a 904, whatever, like the newer versions that had the lockup converter. It said like the 999 or whatever that was. That's what that has. Not really useful for any project that I want to use it for. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if I ever got like an A body again. Are those 999s as good as like a low gear set 904? I don't know. If anyone knows that answer, kind of drop it in the comments, because I'd be curious. Maybe that would kind of tempt me to keep like that transmission, maybe. But other than that, this video is going on 13 minutes. I didn't want to be chatting this long, so I'll talk to you guys later.